Makosh, Granny, the pies and pirashki are ready. Come eat while they're still hot.
Okay, Grandma, I'm coming.
Aye, Shnar, daughter. I'll take my grandkids to the park and cinema today, okay? So you can have some time with my son and with yourself. Take your time, darling. There's my grandson. Come over here.
Ah, Grandma, stop hugging me. I can't breathe. Go hug my sister instead. Kissing now.
You must think of garlic. Give me that one. That was my grandma. So warm and loving and caring. Ooh, she's too much loving sometimes. I wish everything I just said and showed was true. But I lied to all of you. As long as I wish this was true, the reality had a different story to tell. My grandma never told me or my sister how happy she was. She never hugged us the way usually grandmothers do. She never said any kind words to any of us. Because my grandma had a mental disorder. And when I say that, I mean it literally. She used to scream and laugh like a crazy witch. Or speak with imaginative figures like demons or dead people or even ghosts 24/7. She was the type of person who we usually walk away if we see them in the streets. When we had guests in our home, my mom was always worried that she might disturb them, so people will feel uncomfortable. As for me, I always had complexes and avoided calling my friends over our home. Spring and summer hit differently in our house because things got really worse, especially at night. Damn, I remember myself waking up suddenly because of her screams. Like if someone was killing her, and then me rushing to her room and screaming and yelling at her, "Shut up! Be quiet! The neighbors are complaining! Please, we can't sleep." It never worked, of course, and I felt so bad afterwards. On the days when we really couldn't handle her, we had to call psychiatrists so they could take her away for a couple of weeks so we could finally breathe. Finally live at peace. We visited her while she was in the hospital, and I remember her walking in from those doors, quiet and hunched over. The effect of drugs, really, really strong drugs. Okay, guys, you are too overwhelmed, I see. It's okay, because sometimes, of course, there were days when she was okay. She felt present. We see the conscious in her eyes. On those days, of course, she helped my mom to walk us to the school. 14 kilometers every day. For a 60-year-old woman, wow, right? Yeah. She also cooked for us lunch. Well, we had only 3 options though. Boiled dumplings, fried eggs, and rice porridge. We ate them for lunch every day for 2 years in a row. And me and my sister had to made a guess, guessing what of those 3 options would be on the menu today. And the taste was so good. So actually. And me and my sister had to learn to cook for ourselves. So ladies, just saying, I can cook really well. She never hugged us the way usual grandmothers do, and when we tried to hug her, she didn't let us do and even pushed us away. But she let me hold her hand, sometimes, very rarely. And I remember her long fingers and big palm, as big as mine right now. Well, except hers were wrinkled and veins were swollen from countless injections. She used to be a math teacher before all that happened to her. She taught me math before I went to school. So I inherited her math abilities and became a financialist. I inherited her math abilities not only through her DNA, but also through her lessons as well. My grandma passed away 2 months ago. 50 years. 50 years of struggle for her, for family, for everyone. We're happy that she left us. Well, not in the way you think. We're happy that she's finally at peace. That she finally no longer hears voices in her head. That she's finally taking care of us from above. Sometimes, life isn't a motivational speech of Sylvester Stallone, where you took a hit, then decided to stand up, fight back, and win. No. Sometimes life is just about enduring for long time. Me and my siblings endured it for 20 years. My mom for 30 years. That's what is called having a crazy Yenieshka, right? Yeah. But at the end, life is not about the illness. Life is about that one day, gathering all family together for dinner, and then remembering those maybe very few but good moments with people who once lived with us. So now, when I think of her, I remember holding her hand, the lessons she taught me, and the love she showed in her own way. Given the circumstances, she managed to be the best grandma for me.